Rainbow.
Oh, I can't see it. Wonder if I get up close. Hello, everybody. It is April 6th, 2022. Approximately 10:30 p.m. We're at the Samantha Peace Garden, Pine Grove Park in Port Huron, Michigan. I was out listening to the scanner and couldn't find any ambulances to chase. I thought we'd come get a tour of the Boardwalk in Port Huron. Here, it is beautiful. There's always at least one light out at that bridge. There's two out. Just the one. Over in, you can see where the light is. There's a light. That's a light out. There's a gazebo over there. Lots of room to run around. A small playground for the children and a baseball, softball diamond. We are approaching the Huron Lightship. It is one of the museum locations that are free from April 1st, 2022, I think until the end of the year. I'll have to double check, but there's no admittance fee for the Port Huron Museum locations. It's one of the gifts that the city's decided to give back since we've allowed them to buy up a bunch of public property for us to enjoy.
Nice status 1.
So the Huron Lightship was a boat. It was like a tugboat, right? I think it was like a tugboat, but it was also a lightship, and it has a foghorn. So it would help guide ships into the straits, the mouth of the straits from Lake Huron. Further up on the other side of the bridge is the lighthouse.
Off at 5 and hold 5. Just be ready to roll from there. 6 again.
So you can see, you know, the light, the beacon up on the lightship is still active. And there's a beacon down the way, the green light there. So if you're a freight ship captain, there's a green light in the distance underneath the bridge by a water tower where the paper plant is. There's buoys out there. Buoy number 7 would be the other beacon. So these, each of them have, what do you call those? They have electronic signaling, like radio signals. So you have the visible lights, and you have on the map, for lack of a better word, the radio signals directing ships into the river. Every so often you get one that doesn't turn in time, is going too fast, or misses a turn, and they'll smash into the side of this seawall here. The video, I uploaded a video yesterday talking about the St. Clair Inn. At the end of the boardwalk here, underneath the bridge, is the Thomas Edison Inn. I want to say it was built in like 87. Not really sure. It's a DoubleTree by Hilton. It's still the Thomas Edison Inn. And there you have the Boxcar Museum, because Thomas Edison was born here, grew up here. He left when he was 16, I believe. Just like any other kid who grew up in this town would want to do. Too many private clubs that they don't want you to be a part of. That's a different story. But Thomas Edison blew up. Thomas Edison blew up a boxcar, like a streetcar, on a rail line, playing with nitroglycerin. And he was a paper boy. His brother stayed here when he went to New Jersey, but we have the Blue Water Transit system, the buses, and it was Thomas Edison's brother who started the first public transportation system in the United States, and a lot of it was electric rail cars, thanks to Edison's innovations from Tesla.
24th, Charles North George 7642.
He funded the startup, and today it's a publicly funded natural gas powered bus system that goes from,
242, I'm with him.
it goes as far up as Birchville Township. Metcalf Road is I think that's as far north as it goes.
Delta 2 clearing McLaren for Huron, en route to station 3402.
They do have a water facility out there on Metcalf, so we will be out there another day. I think that's as far north as the buses go. But you can get a connect to the Detroit bus lines down in Algonac. It's very complicated. It's not easy. If you want to get from here to Detroit, you're transferring, and you might end up in Detroit at 6 o'clock in the morning if you left at the last time I looked at it, it was just ridiculous. I wasn't going to get there till tomorrow. And there was a 6-hour layover outside somewhere. But I mean, it's an improvement from when I was a child. I just think they can do better. My experience in Minneapolis left me a spoiled child. Okay, so there's a beacon up ahead where the green light is. That green light and that green light. So if we go over here and stand between the two, the ships use those lights, plus the lighthouse in the distance, plus the light ship over there to guide their way under the bridge. Because, I mean, they're 1,000-foot ships a lot of times. They're 600 to 1,000 feet. And they're not ocean liners. They're designed to traverse the Great Lakes from the Hudson Bay? I don't think that's right. In New York. So they'll go to New York City and drop off grain and pick up steel, or I don't know. But hopefully when they drop something off, they're reloading the ship there. And that was a seizure on Stone Street. I wonder what's going on.
Do go ahead.
They said
Priority 1, McLaren Macomb, show 0.
Off in the distance, you might be able to see the municipal building that I love to frequent so much. Chief don't want me filming in there. I'm going to challenge it with the city and the county. Go through the proper administrative process. If they don't give me a reason to go in there, then I won't have to go in there with my camera. So don't give me a reason to be filing no complaints. The story that leaves me ill about that entrance to the parking garage that's publicly accessible.
Any available units. You can start towards 1069 Wisconsin in Porter Township. We have a baby not breathing, possibly choking.
We're not.
Township rescue honors a try. If you can respond emergency status 1069 Wisconsin Avenue. 1069 Wisconsin Avenue. For a baby who is not breathing, possibly choking. Still getting further. Your tone time is 2235.
That's awful.
I made a copy that go. 6, respond emergency status.
You gotta find out what's going on Stone Street. Here, around the corner, there was a seizure, but the person was no longer seizing.
1069 Wisconsin for baby not breathing, possibly choked.
Oh my goodness.
143.
143, go ahead.
That's terrifying, you guys.
On the road as well.
Okay.
16 units in American. 1069 Wisconsin. 1069 Wisconsin. I'm looking at crosses for you. Yeah, Ravenswood and Peavy. Where's north off Ravenswood?
Unit 3. responding to Wisconsin. It sounds like the baby is breathing at this time.
Oh.
West of range, actually, but again, getting further right now. Where are you coming?
We're nowhere near range in Wisconsin, and
Michigan 4th, I'm going to respond to that.
we're not in Port Huron Township. That's out away from the water.
Go ahead.
Over here is Stone Street, and well, you can see where the bridge comes. You remember the video where we went underneath the bridge where the Border Patrol is. I figured out how to do half-hour videos. I just had to lower the recordation quality, and that's fine. We'll see how it goes.
Sounds like the baby's breathing at this time. Thanks for the update. Central 3449, you can trust clear Shepherd.
It must be a terrifying experience. I couldn't imagine.
Just east of Minnesota, off Ravenswood.
I think we came down that way, so we're gonna head back up this way. Domtar. That's the paper manufacturing. I thought they closed down. They closed down a plant, I guess. It's interesting. I never noticed that was private property before. I can't get in there anyway. Oh.
6-1 clear.
See, there's not cameras everywhere.
3's on here. Range is direction right now, please.
Free admission, so this tells us the dates, you guys.
I'm sorry, that was Frank Lincoln, 1357, DFL 1357. Clear.
Oh, DTE paid for that. Free admission, so it doesn't have any dates. Just they paid for advertising so that I could go in there without paying. DTE used to be called Detroit Edison. That was going on about Thomas Edison and his brother in the public transit system. That's one thing about here is that we have a staunch conservative population that benefits from public services constantly. And it's a very interesting sort of I don't know the word I'm looking for. The dynamic.
5-5 clear, where's the
to have all these.
Baby is breathing, just has a lot of buildup if you want, just advise.
Baby's crying. We enjoy all these services that are available to the public. And we don't like publicly funded things, and we want people to stay off of public property all at the same time. So that's status quo. And that's why, you know, Chief's legal team says they can have that sign up there. Sure, you can ask me not to film. You're allowed to do that, but I'm allowed to film regardless.
I still have 242 en route. Are you guys going to be all set?
So they like to create gray areas where there is none.
I believe so.
We want this quasi-public place where it's kind of public but not really. And that's why I addressed it. The city council was to it's public or it's not. There's no gray area. You can't put these extra steps in between open to the public and not. It's either restricted or it's not. You can't welcome me into a public place but tell me that I can't film. That doesn't work. That's not the way it works. And that's law enforcement. They don't know the law. I mean, I don't know all the laws, but I'm working on it. I've been working on it for some time. I usually learn the law when they find me. We'll come back here in the daytime one day. I have to find Jennifer Sly and get her badge number because we never got a chance to.
We tried calling him on the radio, but there was no answer.
Sorry about the noise. Can we do cool things, you guys? We gotta go around the corner and chase these lights and sirens. Planted with care. I think that's gonna have to, that's what we gotta do, guys. That's the way it's gonna be. Battery's dying too. We'll hang out. It is cold. I'm gonna head home soon. But we can enjoy a drive. If I feel like talking, I might. Like, for instance, I'm not doing anything you can't do. You're allowed to do this. I'm not anybody special. I'm not out here trying to get away with nothing. Okay, there's nothing to get away with. I can do this or I can't. And if I can do it, you can. It's difficult. It's challenging. Maybe you're not able to, but you are allowed to. And I do this for those who aren't allowed to, or aren't able to, because we are all allowed. And now we know how to file a complaint and submit a commendation. We know that there's official forms and that the supervising attendants are available to help us with those forms as far as taking, if I have to have them write this shit down for me, then that's what we do. Okay. Well, the sirens were over this way. We gotta go to Stone Street. I think they might have been responding to the seizure. I don't know why. They had stopped seizing, but maybe they still want to get there quick. Should get one of those things. We were just down there. So it's 3200 block of Stone Street. Was a call about a seizure, and we heard all those sirens. If the camera shuts off, it's because the battery's dead. I guarantee that's a police officer ahead of me. So I'm gonna put my camera down. That was police. I don't know, you guys, I can't. My battery's gonna die. By the time I get there, I won't even have I won't be able to film. Gotta be able to film. That was that, you guys. We found a cop, but... Alright. That's blue water transparency. Please hit that like button. Even if you don't, hit the dislike button. That helps too. Share this video if you enjoyed the tour of the boardwalk. Baby was saved today. So that's a beautiful thing. Very grateful. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do. And then I have the playlists. You can check out any videos you may have missed on your feed. I always film the police, guys. Signing off.